Hello and welcome to Losers Watch
Love is Blind!
Season 7. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Crista.
And we're here to talk about Love is Blind now that they're back in their homeland of DC.
In their little apartment.
In their fake apartments.
Fake? They're real apartments.
Yeah, but you don't get to live there. It's not your stuff. It's easier.
Yes.
You don't have to deal with moving in and out, etc., etc.
Well, could you imagine?
Move all your shit here.
You have a week and they're like, okay, move everything, get your animals, get everything. You're good. Here you go. And then move back out.
Well, maybe they can buy the apartment. Maybe they should.
You mean Nick, who lives in his parents' basement?
Yeah, I do mean Nick. We open up on Nick and Hannah and they chat about bringing over the dog. She's got a dog.
Oh, yeah, Luna.
Luna, yeah. And how he has to clean up after Luna and take the responsibility of owning the dog.
That's not what she said.
Pretty much.
No.
She's like,
I'm
responsible.
It's my dog. And he said, well, I'm happy to do 50-50. And she was like, okay. He offered before. She said you had to. He offered.
Oh, okay, fine.
But she specifically said, it is my responsibility. It's my dog.
Yeah, but then, the next time they talk about cleaning, she's like, I take full responsibility for the dog, but you're going to have to clean up after the dog hair all the time. And,
well, yeah, because she says she vacuums every day. And he's like, I do it once every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Which isn't enough.
Well,
if you own a pet.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Correct. For him and his situation, it's fine.
In his parents' basement.
Of his basement.
Where his mom probably already vacuums for him.
Yeah.
Yes. So he only needs to do it once a week because his mom is fucking down there every week. They had a weird, I don't know. They're just weird to watch, Hannah and Nick. Every interaction, and this is again where I think they give her a bad edit and they make her seem like more of a bitch than she is. There's nothing wrong with explaining your regimen of how you live your life and having higher expectations for a clean home. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but they make her look like she's the fucking devil because she wants him to clean more. It's crazy to me that he's 28 years old and he doesn't know how to do anything for himself.
We haven't got there yet.
We're there now, okay? Because I'm just, I'm in the same boat as Hannah, where I started paying rent when I graduated high school and I started doing stuff and I had to do half the chores and I had to pay for half the stuff. You grow up faster and you learn to do these things. It's crazy to me he can't do any of that. He can't even boil pasta.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
He doesn't know how to make food or pasta.
He can't boil water to cook the easiest thing where even people who can't cook can make pasta.
Yeah, that was not flattering for poor Nick.
No, and so I understand her frustrations in a way because he is older than she is.
Yeah.
And he is way less responsible than she is.
Yes.
Moving on.
Which one of them has a job, though?
But which one of them had a job until the show? It's not that she quit.
Don't do the show.
I know, I understand. But, she quit for the show. It's not like she hasn't had a job in years.
She quit to get famous off of a show.
Well, now she'll make more money.
I'm sure she will, but, I don't know. That ain't a
job.
Medical sales. Medical device sales.
Rep.
Yeah.
I feel like that's so easy to get a new job in that.
Probably is. If you've already got the skills.
Yeah. I also think it's kind of crazy that you're not allowed to take any time off. That's not
it's
fair.
If it's a job that she can easily re-get somewhere else, then she'll do it.
Yeah, well, she clearly is. So.
Well, we'll see.
Well, she quit because I'm sure she's not super worried about it.
Yeah, she's going to get internet famous. Whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Off of the show.
Except they gave her a bad edit, so maybe not.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it actually goes at the end.
Maybe she's loved. Maybe it's a Leah from Love Island situation where we hated her, but everybody else loved her.
Yes. Nick and Taylor.
No, Garrett and Taylor.
Garrett and Taylor.
Thank you.
That was weird. My notes are wrong. They have this cute little thing where they're like, okay, we got our phones back. Let's go through each other's social medias.
Yeah, their Instagrams.
Yeah.
And he's a typical dude.
Yeah, he's just like, well, all I do is work and then go fishing, so you're going to see a lot of fishing.
He goes spear fishing.
Yeah.
Exact, which is cooler than regular fishing.
Yeah, but it's also mean.
No, yeah, it is. Definitely. You kill the fish and it's shitty and you're just slicing them open. But
There is no
harder.
catch and release for that.
Yeah, but it's hard. Like,
oh yeah, for sure.
Like that's a cool. I wouldn't want to do it, but I think it's a cool like hobby to have.
Yeah, because you're like going diving basically.
Yeah, it's
and
cool.
killing. Manly things.
Yeah,
diving,
manly.
killing,
So
diving, killing.
So then she looks. Well, I looked through his Instagram before we got there because I was curious. Because they show a couple pictures, but they don't show his full Instagram, and I think it's so funny.
Because it's all fishing.
It's all fishing because it's not even like he has a job that you can post things about. Like you're not going to work in your lab and being like, hey. So it's literally just fishing.
Look at all my equations. Yeah.
But I thought it was cute.
They were cute. Tyler and Ashley, they get to the apartment. They both agree that they like it freezing cold in their apartments. Same. And then they pray before bed. Ramses and Marissa, they chat about the wedding coming up. And Ramses wants has a lot of thoughts on his wedding. And I thought that was cool and progressive that he actually cares. And like he talks about that. And that's everyone's first day. So now we're going to just like go through a couple at a time.
Okay.
Okay. Who do you want to go through first?
Let's start with Ramses and Marissa.
Okay. Well,
because I like them.
Yep.
And I feel like they have a lot of hard conversations that we see now. So Marissa talks more about her...
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Before we get to the talking part,
okay.
She goes to school and then has a terrible long commute.
Yes, it's like 2 hours.
And that fucking sucks. Totally agree with that. And then she comes home and he's so kind and has made her dinner.
Yes.
Terrible,
oh
uncooked
because he
pasta.
Can't cook pasta either. Men are so dumb. Why can't you cook pasta?
It's all long, top.
It's worse than that. It's literally hard pasta. Disgusting.
She says it wrong. That's why I'm saying
I know.
Stupid.
But it is sweet that he
tried.
Yes, and they still ate it. Like, it's not like they didn't. But she talks about her military years of serving.
Yep.
And tells more details about it, about how she didn't want to be the person that pushes the button to actually kill people. And, like, she didn't do that.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't do that. But they have very different views on the military, and he's very against it.
Yes.
So it's a conversation that I'm sure we also don't see.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard because I understand both sides, but like she's like, well, what if I went back to the military and stuff? And he's like, well, then I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
I don't think you should, and I don't agree with the military. And they just have such big views, and it's such a big part of her life that I don't know how they're going to get through it, but I think their conversation is still very good and productive.
Yes.
I
agree.
I don't think he's a dick. Like, I think he's very understanding about everything and, like, lets her speak and shares his opinion, and they don't fight, though.
Yeah, it's a hard conversation that is murky, but it's not like a fight back and forth.
Yeah.
Which is good.
It's a very mature, hard combo to deal with.
Yes.
And I think they do a really good job with what we see on talking through it and being able to share their opinions on both sides without the other one getting upset or angry.
Yeah, well, we don't know exactly like how upset or angry they actually got,
from
but
what we see.
Yeah, they seem to take it well-ish because when we see them next, they're also like fine.
Well, and then if we go to where they meet her friends.
Yeah,
and one of the other girls that's there also served.
Yeah.
And she's very proud of her serving. And so is Marissa.
Yeah.
And they start talking about it and asking questions. And he's like, I don't agree with the military. Like, I don't. And if Marissa went back into the military, like, we would be done because I can't support it, essentially.
Yeah.
And even that doesn't break Marissa and his connection or relationship, even having that conversation. And even the friends, like, they talk more about other stuff and they have good conversations. And even at the end, they were like, yeah, we really like him and we like them together.
Yeah.
So even with those opinions, like, I just liked how mature all of that conversation really was. And that it doesn't ruin them trying to build a life together.
Yeah. And I agree. And Ramses is getting a lot of, like, opinions on how shitty he is at this point.
Yeah.
From the world in general, and I don't think that's very nice or fair.
Like, from her friends?
No.
Oh.
Real world people reacting to him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. His false enlightenment, blah, blah, blah. And I don't like people on the internet.
No, people
or other podcasts.
No. I think that he's living his own life. Like, he's a very unique person.
Yep.
And I think that's what Marissa really likes about him. And I agree. Like, I think he's got his own shit going on, and I think he does a good job in being himself no matter what. And I like that about him.
Their next major thing is the mother.
I was just going to say, let's talk about the bitch.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, is Marissa's mom the biggest bitch? Oh, I was so uncomfortable the whole time. And like the rest of her family was so nice.
Yeah. Well, like the sister talked, the brothers didn't really say anything.
No, but the sister asked questions and like still was there. But her mom is rude.
Yeah, the whole time. Like not into him at all and doesn't really see the
loves her daughter.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. And like there is something to be said that she is protecting her daughter from when her daughter is like too invested and too in her emotions about this.
But she's very bitter because their dad abandoned them or whatever when she was like when Marissa was young.
And then their stepdad fucked them over, quote unquote, somehow. But that's also your fault, lady, not the kids.
And you can be bitter. Like my mom's bitter about marriage and stuff. Like my mom doesn't believe in that stuff. But when people like other people and can express that, like you still should be supportive in a way. You can be weary about it and still be supportive instead of just reaming them out and like making him probably feel like shit and her.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think anything she said was respectful to Marissa either.
No, not a chance.
So I don't like that. Like no matter what you say, regardless, it's still their lives. Mm-hmm. So fuck off. And then her mom bitching about how she has to get a prenup. I mean, she doesn't. She doesn't have to do anything she doesn't want to. And if they decide to do it, that's great for them. Like, I don't care. If Ramses doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, good for him. He doesn't care.
And because he's not in this for money. She doesn't have money anyway. Like, I get that she might become a lawyer. Like, you're in law school. That doesn't mean that you're going to be successful at it later.
Sure.
It's a lot of schooling and it's a hard fucking job. So I think it's a bit much to be saying you're not going to give a blessing until you decide to do a prenup. Like, you're just fuck off.
Yeah.
Let them live their goddamn lives.
And like prenups are smart and fine. Like, and that's fine. And it's not actually a big issue.
No.
Either way.
But it shouldn't be your mom's choice. It should be your choice to do those things.
Yeah.
And I hope they just decide to, because I want her to have her mom there because I know she cares about her mom. Uh-huh. But like, it's just unfair. And that whole conversation was very unfair.
Yeah, I agree. Ramses took it very well, though. He didn't get aggressive or fight back and defensive or whatever. He kind of rolled with the punches. He like admitted things like he didn't pass college or whatever. He dropped out, and then like he still made jokes and was just like, "So I guess I still got your blessing." And the sister and brothers laughed, and
yeah, they liked him, I think.
Yeah, they rolled with him, so that's cool.
Oh, well, and I think because Ramses is so unique and different, he probably deals with people being shitty to him. So I think he's learned very well to take it and still be the good person that he is. Like, I really like him.
Mm-hmm.
So I am happy that they are still happy.
I'm happy that they're still happy till the next time we see them, which is their last conversation that really matters, and it's debriefing about like the meeting with the family, and then it's talking about how like kids, Ramses wants to wait at least 3 years before he's ready. Marissa's like kind of like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then they talk about birth control and how she doesn't want to go on birth control. They get into a disagreement about sex with condoms versus without, and this is where I lose almost all my respect for Ramses, because you're being a turd. Just have sex with a condom.
Or choose a different direction that isn't birth control. Like, it affects women so hard in some situations, depending who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've never had issues, but I've known people who have had really bad issues from birth control. And you're asking someone to fully change
their body.
And it doesn't agree with it all the time. Like, people go through hell because of birth controls. There's other ways that you can not have a baby. If there wasn't, then yeah, I would understand this being an issue on both sides. But there is other things you can do that will work. Fucking Google it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that difficult.
There's plenty of birth control options.
Yeah.
And then, or suck it up and just wear a fucking condom.
Well, yeah, it's ridiculous that that's your problem. Or accept the consequences of having a fucking baby.
Yep. Which is Monica or Marissa's attitude about
exactly. Like, if you're not going to be an adult about it, then you're going to accept the consequences of your actions if it does happen.
Yep.
And that's also, she's like, I don't care. That's fine. But figure it out.
Yeah.
I agree. I still really like them and I hope they can figure it out. But I think that was a stupid conversation that, like, a little Googling could just easily fix.
Yeah.
Oh, let's talk about Steven.
No.
Fine.
He's going to be last.
All right.
So I think we talk about...
We either do
Tim and Alex. Well,
okay.
Boring.
Okay, fine.
Tim and Alex, they're boring. Done.
Well,
they're very sweet.
Their family thing was great. So I was very not on Tim and Alex board in the beginning. I wasn't really sure if they'd get married, and then that fight happened. So then I really thought they weren't going to. But if they don't now, I'm going to be sad because they meet Alex's family. Both her parents have MS. We know this. And she has she has so many brothers and sisters. She had 3, didn't she? There were 2 brothers.
Yeah.
Yes, because you didn't realize the second brother was there the whole time, even though he was, because he didn't speak.
Yes, I was busy taking notes.
The brother was very supportive and sweet. I liked him a lot.
Yep.
The parents were so nice. And then they have like he grills for them and makes them food, makes them 2 kinds of food. And then they sit down to eat. And then
Chicken wings and steak.
Yeah. And then eventually he asks if he can talk to her dad with no one there. And they all say, yeah, no problem. So they leave because her dad can't walk very well. And then he asks him, basically, he reads the letter he read to Alex in the pods that he wrote for her father.
Yes.
Which was very nice. And it was nice the first time he read it. And then it was super sweet reading it to his dad and her dad. And her dad cried.
Yep.
And like, it was so sweet. And her dad has a lot of issues with mobility and talking and everything. And he was like, I just need a minute to like collect my thoughts and whatever. And then he gives them their blessing to get married. And it was very sweet. And if they don't get married, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Because it was like the most touching moment for both of them, I think, at the same time.
Yep.
And it was so nice. And I almost cried.
Yep.
Because I thought it was just so sweet.
It was a tearjerker.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you better get fucking married.
Yep.
Or she can say no. He can't say no now. You are locked the fuck in.
Sorry, Tim.
Sorry.
Sucks to be you. So the next thing that we deal with then, though, after the heartwarming, is we go see his weird, very, like, perfectly set up apartment.
There's nothing wrong with his apartment.
No, it's great. It looks great. It's just like...
It's very Tim.
It's a museum.
Yes.
You don't touch things.
No.
Everything has a place. Everything is positioned specifically to be shown the way it's positioned.
And then she's worried that she's not going to get a say in like moving things, or like that he's not going to want her to touch anything.
Yep.
But he said, no, I don't. It's not that. Like
we'll see.
The way his talking head said it is like he set it up this way, but he left room for other new things and other stuff and a family. Like he left it in a way so that he could do that. I just think he's going to be more particular about it. But it's not. Alex is a fucking disaster. So
we go over to her place.
Holy, I'm messy. That is scary.
She had boxes everywhere, just Amazon boxes, cardboard boxes, different
clothes.
Boxes.
Her closet was terrifying. Everything was like on the floor. And she's like, well, I want to go through it all and get rid of stuff and whatever. And then there's like 4 garbage bags and of more clothes.
Yeah.
She's like, well, I gotta go through them. But you already went through them once. Just fucking unattach.
Yeah, she had like donation piles and then piles to get rid of or sell or something.
But she needed to go back through them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But 4 garbage bags, there was a ton.
It was fucking messy. Like everything, there was like, oh my God, I can't.
And there was food left out. Like a plate.
No, but the plate had money on it or something. It was like a display plate.
Okay.
There was a glass though, but it was empty.
Yeah.
But it just was very weird. Like, that's messy to a whole nother level.
And she is a fashion person, so, like, she's probably constantly going through clothes and, like, her closets and shit. but...
Same, but mine doesn't look that bad.
No, but you're not a fashion person. You're retail.
Yeah, but I buy a lot of clothes.
Different.
Like, I don't know. I just think there's messy and then there's tornado hits every day.
Yes.
I don't think they're not going to be able to handle each other in that way unless she can smarten up a little bit and he can loosen down a bit with it.
Yep.
Oh, it's a lot, though.
Have to meet in the middle.
Her apartment was so scary. Did they meet anybody on his side of his family?
No.
They didn't want to be on TV, right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I know that Taylor's parents don't want to be on TV, and I think his was the other one that didn't.
Yes, maybe Tyler's, but I'm not sure.
Maybe it's because
because
3 kids.
Yeah.
But I still like them. I still believe in them. In Alex and
Tim.
Yeah, like I think they're growing well together.
Okay.
That's my opinion on them.
Okay.
You don't think so?
I hope so.
Okay.
Who do you want to go to?
Garrett? Garrett. Yeah, Garrett and Taylor.
Garrett and Taylor.
So Taylor's mom, or family, not mom, her parents don't want to be on the show. Mm-hmm. They really want to meet Garrett and see like the person she fell in love with, but they don't want to be on camera. So I don't know because we didn't see them, obviously, so I don't know what the plan is with that side.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if they're going to see off camera to meet him before the wedding, because I know she wants...
I'm sure they will.
Yeah, like, we just didn't see that.
Yeah. So, short of going to their place, and we go to Garrett's family place. This is where they got the honey from the pods.
Yeah, from the grandparents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they go to, like... drive on over to his house, and apparently they have like family dinners every Sunday, so they're a very involved family.
Yes. Which will be an issue later.
Yeah. Taylor gets pretty like not grilled, but like a little grilled.
Yeah.
From the mother and father, mostly the mother.
I think she handles it very well.
Taylor does handle it very well, and she's very well spoken.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I don't know. It's a little sad to see like Garrett's mom crying and being a big baby about it. I don't know. But
the problem is they're a very involved family, and he's going to move far away. Like, they're moving where? San Diego, and his parents live in Virginia. Like, that's a big difference of location. It's Virginia, because her friends talk about it a lot.
Okay.
Because that's who they meet, is Taylor's friends instead.
Yes.
Yeah. So... I think his mom is just because she knows that Garrett is willing to do that. And he even said to her friends when they meet Taylor's friends that he was never willing to do any of this before, and he would always have said no. So his family's also thrown off by it and upset, because if they spend that much time together, like just up and leaving, and then the chances of you seeing each other are low. And if they have kids, they want to be involved, and they'll be so far away. So I kind of get it. Because you're meeting this person that your son has only known for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Who's now willing to uproot his entire life for her. Like, I would also probably be grilling you a bit.
Yeah. At one point, they have a conversation where he says, like, he'll cut back on working from 60 hours a week to 40 hours a week.
Yeah.
He'll go fishing a little less for her. He'll sell a business or something that he's in.
Yeah, get rid of a couple of his businesses. That's what he's saying to her friends.
Fucking nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, like, it's crazy that you're so willing to change everything about your life for this person because you want it to work. Like, that's how it should be. Like, you should be on both sides. There should be compromise. There should be willing to do these things.
Yeah.
I think it's nice. I really liked them, though. I liked him meeting her friends. I thought they were really sweet.
Well, I'm not... Did you like her apartment? Her nothing apartment? It was funny.
Her serial killer apartment?
It's very clean, but it's also a basement, and it had, like, no windows and looked awful. Yeah. I was uncomfortable watching them in this apartment.
Which is crazy, because wouldn't he move in there? They'd probably get a new place, I feel like. Because there's not a lot of space there.
Where's he live?
I don't know, but he's going to move to her, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Or are they moving to... I think they're moving to San Diego, and she doesn't live in San Diego right now. It's very weird. It's kind of confusing. I'm not quite sure. I think they have like a lot going on for space.
Yeah. She had no food in her fridge. She just had beer and protein shake.
And one bottle of wine.
And a bottle of white wine. And a ton of red Solo cups.
You haven't been there in 3 weeks. Like, you can't have food. It would go bad. But she has no condiments, which is crazy.
Yeah.
You don't use fucking ketchup or... soy sauce or anything. Like
soy sauce? What are we implying here?
I'll feel you. But like, that's crazy. Like, I have so many condiments. What do you mean?
Yeah, you collect condiments.
Shut up.
No, not
I was
in general.
I don't collect them. I don't even like most of them. There's like 8 kinds of mustard in there because you like mustard.
Okay, so Nick and Hannah. One of the first things they do is go visit Nick's apartment in the basement of his parents' house.
Yeah, and then he talks about how he's like proud to live in his parents' house and it's okay because he loves his family.
He loves his family, and I think the proudness comes from like he had the opportunity to chase his football dream, and he's proud of his family for allowing him to do that.
And then how long ago did he move back home again?
It was like 2 years.
2.5 years.
Yeah.
Sir, move the fuck out.
Yes.
It's been 2.5 years.
Yeah.
Let's move along with our lives here. I don't care that you lived at home. That's fine. I get it. But it's been 2 years.
Yeah.
Do something else. It's not like your parents are old and need your help. Like, they're fine.
Yes, I agree. They do a tour of the house, though. It's a nice looking house.
It looks like a parent's house.
Yeah.
Fucking creepy pictures all over the wall.
Yeah.
Of kids. And it's just, yeah. And then he lives in the basement.
His basement looks fine.
Yeah.
It's like clean.
It's fine. It's just
a basement.
Regardless, it's in his parents' house.
Yeah.
Like, you're getting married.
So, okay. We jump over to them at their apartment, and then they have their arguments about the cleanliness and how he doesn't know how, like, she cleans, vacuums every day after her dog or whatever, then cleans on Saturdays, then deep cleans and scrubs walls and shit on Sundays.
Yeah, like, she's a lot. That's a little too much cleaning for me.
Yes.
But it's not even like she's asking him, though. She's basically asking him, like, can we make a chore chart? Like, garbage would be you, blah, blah, blah. Like, this is where I think they villainize her again way too much. Because I think she's trying to have a conversation about the things they do when she understands that he's not the same level of crazy as she is for cleaning.
Yeah.
So she's like, well, let's make, like, a chore list of what we can both do then. And then that way stuff still gets done and we can do the stuff we can do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That part's fine. They then go into talking about stocks and stuff and how she has stock options. Because he's
bad with money.
He doesn't know anything of that. I don't think he's bad with money, but like he doesn't know anything and he's not contributing to his retirement funds, etc.
And he made a stupid comment about stocks, which I also don't know anything about stocks and I don't do stocks, but he said that they just take all your money and they don't make you money or something weird. And she's like, what are you talking about? And like, sir, what are you talking about? If you don't know, don't say it.
Yeah.
Because then he looks stupid on TV. God. But yes, no, I just think that she's realizing more and more how immature he really is.
Yep.
And she's younger than him. And I think that's bugging her.
Yeah.
I think it's starting to like really bug her.
Really get on her nerves.
And I kind of get it. Like, you can't even fucking boil pasta. I don't have time. Like, I have to clean everything. I have to cook everything. I have to do everything. Like, I don't want that. I didn't ask for a child.
Yeah, I agree. He needs to shape up real quick.
Man up a little.
Because the next thing is the making dinner for her brother coming over.
Aw, her brother's cute.
Her brother is cute. This is where she asks him to boil pasta and he has no idea how to.
And then
fucking weird.
And this is the other thing that he does that I don't like is he's like, well, how much water should I put in the pot? And she's like, are you serious? And he's like, well, half, a third? Like, you're making yourself look worse because now you're treating her like your mother where you're asking questions on how to do it. Like, it's just pick something and try to do it. And then she's like, I'll just do it. Sit down. Yeah. But she said it nicer than that. She actually said, like, no worries, just sit down. I'll do it. It's okay.
Then the brother comes over. They hang out. It's fun. It looks fun.
Yep.
Nick confides in him that Hannah is mean, and the brother on camera says, and it might be the edit or whatever, agrees with him basically, and says like she can dish it, but she can't take it.
Which she can't because he made one comment about how she didn't have a job, and she got mad in front of the brother, and then that's when she went to the bathroom and they started talking about it.
Yep.
Because I agree, she can't take it, and she should. Like, if you're going to dish it as much as you do, and I'm sure her brother has dealt with that. Like, I'm sure, because he said that. He was like, she makes comments at me, and then I make one, and she freaks out at me.
Yeah.
But like he said, she's the first person he came out to when he said he was gay. And like, he obviously loves his sister, but I think he knows her very well.
Yes.
But their dinner went well, I thought.
Yeah.
And I think the brother liked Nick.
Like Nick. Yeah. I think so.
Like, I think it was a cute dinner for the most part, other than her getting mad about that comment.
Yeah. And then they go out for lunch with her family at a restaurant.
Yeah, with her brother, her little brother, and then her parents.
Both her parents, yep.
They ask him some questions, and
they seem nice-ish. I mean, like, the mom locked her out of the pantries when she was a child. I remember that being a thing, so maybe the mom isn't as nice as she appears.
Maybe her mom's a fat shamer.
Maybe.
Like, I don't know. It's hard. Like, was she really bad for it? And we don't know. I mean...
Yeah.
I mean, she's clearly very insecure about her looks, so I wouldn't be surprised if her mom fat shamed her as a kid.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's something that really bugs her, clearly.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But they seemed nice to him. They liked him. They asked him questions.
Yeah, they didn't grill him, but, like, they asked him some questions, like, kept the conversation, and then, like, Hannah makes a lot of weird comments in this, like, the entire time, and, like, the parents seem, like, put off by, like, whatever Hannah says, and then especially the toe thing.
Well, I think she came off very insecure in this whole meeting.
Yeah.
And then she asked Nick to leave and grab the hat that they bought for her little brother. And then she says, like, what do you guys think? And they say they really like him and think he's, like, a good fit, whatever. And then she
gets mad for them not grilling him harder.
Yeah. And then she's, like, mad that they like him almost. Not mad, but she's like, I really like him too, but there's things he does that bugs me. And the parents are like, no one is going to be perfect. Like, if you're looking for the perfect person, you will never find it. You just have to, and I 100% agree, like, you have to pick what you can live with. Because nobody's going to do stuff that you're going to be happy 100%. Yeah. That's what a relationship is. We all do annoying things. What can you handle and what can't you?
And her parents say, you're just mad in general.
Yeah. Like, I think she just... Yeah. So I liked that meeting, and I liked them saying that to her, because maybe it'll put some reality in perspective of whether she actually can
deal with this.
Yeah, or if the things that he does that annoy her are too much. I don't think there's, like, I mean, the fact that you can't cook or clean is a lot, but can you live with that for the happiness that you feel with him or whatever, if it's not fake?
Yeah, it's fake. They go over to Nick's parents.
And she's like an angel.
Yeah, totally opposite.
So it's weird. And then it makes me think more that they give her a bad edit, because she actually can be a nice person.
Or she's faking it because it's the parents thing, and you just fake being nice in front of your spouse's parents.
It's like not. She seemed kind of genuine talking to his parents. She brought them little gifts that she bought them. Like, it was sweet. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Hard to tell. But their dinner went well.
Yeah. She makes dinner with the mother a little bit.
AKA she cuts avocado up.
Yeah.
It's just so they can chat.
Yeah. But it went well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's them.
Yeah, like, it wasn't very exciting. They met each other's parents. The last one went good, and that was the end of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tyler and Ashley.
The first time we see them really is them talking about the wedding. And Ashley's like, I'll ask your thoughts on some things, but you don't get to decide anything. And he's like, what? I want to decide things. And then they have this weird little agreement that he gets to name their first son, but only the son. It's weird. I don't like it.
He's already picked 3 names. He's probably good. I feel like it's a weird deal.
Did he?
I don't fucking know. I assume he helped.
Well, he helped make them, that's for sure.
Yeah.
There's not much really.
No, they meet her dad and ask for his blessing and getting married, and
he's a cool dude.
Yeah, he's nice.
His name is Dixon.
He loves Ashley. Like, he says multiple times it's his only daughter, but he, like, loves her so much and just wants her to be happy. So he said at the end of the day, if he's who makes you happy, then I'm all for it.
Yeah.
And it was nice, and that was a good convo. They didn't meet anybody on Tyler's side because
Shocking.
It's a psychopath. And then that's, like, it's very limited on how much we see Ashley and Tyler until the very end of the episode. The last episode is them coming back from a conversation we obviously didn't see.
Yeah.
About how he has kids and how he had all this opportunity to bring up that he has kids. They've talked about kids so many times of how soon they want to have them, how many they want to have, names. Like, they have constant conversations about kids, and he's never once brought up that he has 3 kids. Is what she's saying. I disagree with you, but regardless, regardless, even if he did tell her, he's trying to play it off like he was a sperm donor to 3 children, which is a total lie because the internet sleuths so much. So we know that he was active in his children's lives until a year ago, and then he cut them out, and then he just erased everything from social media, and so did his mother. That's fucked.
Yeah.
Like, because he was going to be on the show, I'm assuming.
Yeah, because it started October 1st,
and it's
2023.
Crazy to me that his mom, just went along with it and also scrubbed everything of her grandkids off.
Yeah, that is, like, extra weird and scary.
Icky. It's the ick. It's weird. Like, I don't know why she agreed to that. And yeah, so basically there's a bunch of pictures all over the internet now of Tyler with his 3 kids, and they're like, this is not a sperm donor. So and obviously Ashley didn't know that at the time of filming the show because this is coming to light now. So I feel bad for her because I think Ashley's very nice, and I don't think she deserves to deal with this shit. And I really hope they don't get married, because if they do, and then she finds out all this extra shit, I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
Yeah, if you get married and, like, the release of the show is the thing that, like, brings all this
camel back. Yes.
That's insane.
And he doesn't even say anything in this whole conversation. It's a very, like, Ashley, like, calmly talks, but he's like, I'm sorry. It's a sperm thing. It's not. And just own up to your shit once you've been caught, or talk about it now. Mm-hmm. Like, that's the part that blows my mind, is I don't know how you think you've been caught now, how you're just not going to be honest?
Come all the way clean.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's so, I don't know. I hope they don't get married. I really do. And I'm sad because I liked them.
Yeah. They were a great couple, it seemed.
I told you it was going to come up and be a problem when I told you he had 3 kids a while ago.
I agree.
I was like, this is going to come up. Maybe she knows, but no.
I'm cynical. I think she already knew about all this.
But even if he said he was a sperm donor at some point, like, you clearly are not.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what, I don't know. But that's fucked.
Yeah.
It's fucked. I don't like it. I hate him now.
You know what else is fucked?
What?
Stephen and Monica.
Oh my God.
Okay, they're our last one. They're the shortest one, and also the messiest.
Well, I mean, Tyler also, back to the internet sleuthing of Tyler. Like, he was sending messages to someone saying he missed them 3 days before filming the show, and how he wanted to be there, and like I don't know. And then he also was doing it in the pods.
Well, he wasn't doing it in the pods.
No, he was. It was.
You can't.
Steven did. Not in the pod, sorry. After, when they were engaged, but Steven did that.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. God.
Okay. So Steven and Monica. One of the first things that they do is Steven takes Monica to a flower pressing place, because he can't just buy her flowers. He has to do something nice.
Well, because he also didn't do it for the first 2 days that they were there, so he's got to really make up for it.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool, though.
It was cool.
I would do that.
They got to, like, put these flattened flowers in between panes of glass, and it's like a little decoration thing.
Uh-huh.
And it looked cute.
It did.
They had a cute time, and yeah.
Too bad he's a piece of shit.
No, they're great. They're great. They're great at this moment. The next thing that we see them, though, is them, like, having dinner, and Steven is now unemployed.
Yeah. Right.
He loses his job.
Yeah.
For some reason. He was an electrician before, so, like, maybe he was on a contract and it's over.
Yeah, they didn't really talk about what happened.
Yeah. It was weird. But she's nice and supportive and says, I got you, blah, blah, blah.
I'll be your sugar mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we have a weird conversation about sex.
As per usual, because every conversation that he has about sex is fucking weird.
Yep. And he just wants to be used as a piece of meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. He's weird. And also they're not having sex because Monica is thrown off from him being worried about the future of their marriage earlier.
Yeah, because they seemed so solid before. Yeah.
So she didn't want to really, like, continue down that path of sexy times.
And that obviously bugged him because he clearly has issues.
Yes.
So it's all weird. Everything is weird leading into this.
Yes. And yeah, and then we
like pan to her and Taylor together.
Yeah, and
she's crying and talking about how could he do this and whatever. And then the producers kick Taylor out and bring Steven in.
Yep.
And then they have to have this like awkward conversation about how I guess he went to a sleep test, which was actually scheduled in. And that was a real thing that was already scheduled that he had to go to.
She said that on a podcast interview.
Yeah. And he went drunk, which makes no sense to me because people at a sleep test wouldn't let you in if you're drunk. You're defeating the purpose of the...
How are you getting a good night's sleep if you're drunk? Fucking, yeah.
So he goes to this thing drunk and then he's texting a girl. And that's what this whole fight, or whatever, not fight, the end of this is about. Because she's pissed, which is fair. And then would you say, like, I guess Taylor and Garrett were making cookies, so they texted all the couples being like, hey, we're on our way. And she saw it on his phone, and then she saw this whole conversation with this girl.
Yes.
That's fucked.
That's what she said on a podcast.
So that's what she's, like, upset about or whatever. And Garrett's just, or not Garrett, sorry. Steven's just like, yeah, I'm sorry. I should have never been on this show.
Hold on. I also want to talk about how she describes it as the most depraved and icky things and stuff.
Well, because he's talking about fetishes or something.
Yeah.
We just don't know what they are. I'm sure it's pegging, as he claimed earlier.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't care. And it's not about you. It's not about your kinks. I don't give a shit. You do you. If that's what works for you, all the power to you. But what are you doing?
Yeah. Why are you on this show wasting your time? And like, he does say that. He's like, it's weird though, because he looks in the camera and he's like, I should have been on this show. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I've wasted your time.
And you did. You ruined the experience for this girl who was actually there for the right reason of wanting to find love, and you ruined it.
Yeah.
And you're a piece of shit, and you should go. And then, I think we talked about this, how he just wanted he wanted out.
Yeah.
And didn't want to tell her. So this is what he did instead. Yeah. Because there's no way you would leave your phone out on purpose while you go to the bathroom.
If you're
being sneaky. Yeah. That's not how it works. So I feel like he did it on purpose because he wanted out, and that's fine. But just fucking don't get out the shit. Just tell her.
Yeah.
You're not ready. That's all it had to be. And I don't know. He should have never been on the show. And yeah. And then she says, can you Venmo me the money that I've gave you for the last little bit? Because that's not it. And then she goes, do it right now. So he Venmos her the money. Good for you.
Good for you.
Because you will never speak to him again. And you would have never got that money back.
Yeah, they'll probably talk. They're probably forced to talk because of the show.
Well, they have to go to the reunion.
Yeah, and the reunion.
Yeah, they don't have a choice. But still, give me my money back. Fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, he's a dick. And then I read some, because I like reading comments on all the TikToks that I see about all this shit. And I read a comment that was like, well, good thing that he did this so that Monica could play the victim instead of being the villain that she was about to be. And it's so true because she's crazy.
Yeah.
So, I can see it both ways, but he's a piece of shit.
Yes.
And I'm glad that they broke up, and I'm glad that she doesn't marry him, because I feel like it would have been
awful.
And he would have probably taken her for all she's worth.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
See it.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's all the couples. Good for us. We did it.
Woo! So who do we think is going to get married, though? Because the next episodes are obviously the weddings.
Yeah, Garrett and Taylor.
I think Garrett and Taylor for sure. I'm on the fence of, I think that Alex and Tim might.
Yep, I'm hopeful.
I'm 80% there. Mm-hmm. I think Tyler and Ashley are done.
Hopefully.
I don't think, I think the next episode will be about the rest of their conversation and stuff, but I think she's out. Because why would she stay?
Yeah, well, I doubt that she leaves before the wedding.
You don't think so?
I bet she does the wedding and then says no.
You think they're going to work through that?
No, I don't.
Show?
No, I think for the show they're going to continue, but I don't think they're going to get married.
Okay. So we already, Steven and Monica are gone, so they've already left.
Nick and Hannah. I think no.
I think no too. I think she's going to say no, but I think Nick's going to say yes.
Yeah, maybe. But I definitely think
an idiot.
Hannah's definitely a no. It's a no for me, dog.
Yeah. And then
Francis and Marissa.
I think they'll say yes.
You think they'll
work
through it?
I think so.
Okay.
I think their fights have been so minuscule, and I feel like I think they're blowing up the reaction more because their conversations are so mature. And, like, I think they work through their stuff. So now I think this is the new big deal, but it's really not. Like, I think they could work that out. Yes.
Yeah.
I think of all the things you could work out, I think condom, no condom is something that you could probably have a deeper conversation and figure it out.
Yeah. Just don't be a piece of shit, Ramses.
Yeah.
Don't let me down.
So I think yes on them because I could see them having a good future together, and I think they do too.
Okay.
Is that all of them?
That's all of them that's left. Yeah.
Not Leo and Brittany?
Yeah, Leo and Brittany, they got married, actually. Surprise.
I can't believe that for the reunion promo, they chose Leo and Brittany. It's because they want you to know they're there so you can hear more of the tea about their Miami trip and why they broke up.
Yeah.
That's exactly why they did it. I just think it's so weird. Somebody I was talking to at work was like, well, don't you think they're together from that promo? I was like, absolutely fucking not. I think they were forced to do that.
Yeah. You can be civil.
Yes. All right.
That's
See you soon, I guess.
See you tomorrow night.